everybody, this is Bugsy here. I'm going to say hello, but it sounds like I say yellow. Hello everybody, it's Bugsy. I just want to tell you guys something. I'm a little bit I had to take a break because, you know what? In a sense, I kind of want to back away from the Sonic fandom simply because, after the whole Scourge thing, it got me thinking. Back when I was the fan brand basher, I thought it was making a difference, Trying to help the fandom out a little bit, But in actuality, it's still the same old, we're gonna fight each other about stupid shit every other day. Like, the whole Scourge comic, to me, is a symptomatic of a bigger issue. People really wanting to take people down just because they're making a comic out of Kim Pender's stuff. And I kind of just, and after my running with everybody in the comments, I just was like, it's always been like this. Now we got freaking people messing with Ian Flynn and his wife. And it's just like, this is the reason why I feel like some of us need to back away from this fucking fandom. Because now it's populated with a bunch of people who just want to bring others down. And not just enjoy the fact that we all love a blue hedgehog. And I say love a blue hedgehog, not wanting to bang said blue hedgehog. Even though I know some people do want to bang Sonic, but let's not split hairs here. It's just, like, guys, and really, I got disappointed about the Sonic Tubers last year because all they freaking cared about was, views and clicks, constantly clickbaiting the audience, oh, there's new Sonic Adventure thing, Sonic Adventure rerun, and then we get oh my god, no, it's just a 4chan leaks. And like I've been saying, we shouldn't be listening to 4chan leaks. But everybody wants to because oh my god, what? Sometimes it can be right. But guys, have you ever thought that maybe the 4chan leaks are just guesses? Educated guesses? Maybe they're not actually really employees. They just kind of got a hold of the information somehow. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I had to fix something. Anyways, like I was trying to say. Now, this is what I'm saying. I know the Sonic fandom's not going to change. I'm not saying everything the Sonic fandom touches turns to garbage. I just feel like there's always going to be toxic fans that literally prove that literally look at, it proves the people who don't even like Sonic and look at our fandom and be like, oh, dude, we were right all along. And don't you want to prove them wrong? Excuse me. Sorry, I gotta take. Okay, anyways, like I said, people look at our fandom and go, we were right all along. Because, stuff like this, the Scared shit proves everybody about our fandom, right? That we're just all a bunch of idiots who don't know what we want. And even when people show a modicum of actual enjoyment in something, we got a bunch of freaking idiots gatekeeping. You must be crazy for liking Ken Penders. And the amount of people that were dogpiling on the writer for saying his last little statement. Either people getting angry or saying this full of shit. No, you know what's full of. Let me just say what's full of shit. The fact of the matter is, the Scourge shit is symptomatic of a bigger issue. That this fandom really doesn't even know what it wants, and when people do show excitement for anything, we got fucking morons willing to get into fights over some stupid shit. And I've talked about ad nauseum for people's political leanings and how I don't give a shit and all this other shit. We don't need to get back into that. But it just proves to me that because I was just interested in wanting Scourge back, you all believed well, one person believed that I was just like, I like Ken Penders. Do I ever come off that way? Does like anybody understand I like the character? Does anybody know I voiced the character? Are you like? Did you not look at the? Did anybody look at the freaking thread? As a character, as a person that voices Scourge in his own fan works, I'm excited. Like, did anybody not read that? I bet you didn't. But anyways, like I said. But, it's like, even if we get an open world, like a lot of people have been saying, y'all ain't gonna be happy about it. Y'all gonna find some little nugget to not like about it, or nitpick it to death. And then Sega's not gonna want to do it again, and then you're gonna be like, well, it'd be better if we get the adventure stuff. It'd be better if we had the boost gameplay. It'd be better if we had this or this or this or this. See, and we keep giving Sega mixed signals. We keep giving Sonic Team mixed fucking signals. It's like you're going on a date with a girl, and you're thinking, hey, maybe I'm gonna get someone with this, and she's putting out like a bunch of different signals, and you're like, does she want me? Does she want me to kiss her? Does she want me to go further? Like, what do you want? You're just like, what do you want? You're just shaking your head. You're going like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. And it's just like, I bet you that's how Sonic Team feels. And now we got all these fans of like the modern era, and now people are like, oh, Sonic funny cartoon, ha ha ha. It's like, that's all they like. Then the people who want Sonic to be serious and take things with a little bit of seriousness, we're the ones seen as the fucking loonies. And some people just really do treat Ian Flynn like he's a fucking god. And I don't treat Kim Penders or Ian Flynn like a god, because these guys, they made Sonic comics. One made Sonic comics back in the day, and one still makes Sonic comics back in the day. Still makes Sonic comics today. I don't think both of them are like worthy of all of our praises. Like, I get it. We don't like Flynn. We don't like Penders. But people that are just like lobbying fucking praise after praise after praise on them, like, there's no point. The only reason everybody gave Kim Penders any attention a few days ago was because we thought we were getting that Scourge comic. Probably no one even really likes Penders in that way. We're just like, boy, you gave us what we want. We ain't gonna really trust you, but thank you. But people can assume anything they want about you. Like, and I'm so fucking tired of like the shipping wars. The constant fucking shipping wars. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sally literally came first. That's a fact. And that's Sonic's girlfriend Madonna, because he was like a proto thing. Like, I'm sorry that pisses you off that Sonic, like that Amy wasn't first, but it happened. Okay? And there's gonna be a lot of fans who like Sally. I know that's hard. But it's a thing that happens. Okay? Get that through your heads. There are people that like Sally and Sonic. Get over yourself. Your ship is not the only one that exists. And you shouldn't treat people like dicks for it. And to the Sonic Tubers that don't even do anything and don't even try, and they pick, freaking 4chan articles and think like that shit is news, and then get everybody so hyped up, and then everybody gets mad when that shit ain't true. I'm like, y'all listen to you guys listen to such and such because he ran a 4chan league. Sometimes they're not even correct. May I talk about the Smash community and the goddamn Grinch banner leak? Anything you guys may find in those 4chan posts, remember, they're too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Some people are like, Sonic's gonna be romantic with a ghost girl. I'd say let's try Sonic being romantic in a game for once. Let's try that again with something that's not something that doesn't make me feel all creepy inside, because Sonic at least just makes me go, oh God, no. Come on. Is there any other way you can bring it back? Come on, you can't just shoot the gas arrows, please. Please, no. That's pretty much my experience with Sonic 06 in a nutshell. Like, mostly the end of Sonic's story where I see Elise kiss Sonic. It's just horrible. It's horrible. See, and yes, it's a ghost girl. I'd rather take that. I'd rather have Sonic get down with a dead girl and see where that goes, rather than be like, no, this shouldn't happen. I want to see where this fucking goes, guys, because unlike y'all, I want to see Sonic progress. Okay? I want to see Sonic go forward instead of always back. Because when I think about it, we're all just, when it comes to Sonic, we're slaves to nostalgia. We hate anything new. And it's cool to play something like Sonic Mania and have fun, or fan games, but we can't be But listen, after Sonic Colors Ultimate, does anybody want the Adventure remake now? Does anyone want Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? Like, honestly, does anybody still want those? Because I fucking don't. Because if Sega can't remaster Sonic Colors, what makes any of us think that they are going to be able to remaster Sonic Adventure? Like, seriously. Riddle me that. Like, I feel like, see, the Sonic fandom should be something. Like, we all love that blue hedgehog over there on my wall. Okay? Maybe we like different versions of him. Maybe we like all of them. Maybe we like a specific one. But he's still the same fucking character at the end of the day, except for the meta era. Which kind of makes Sonic more into Deadpool than Sonic. But I ain't gonna talk about that. That's gonna be another video for another day. And I don't dogmatically hate colors like a certain other Sonic tuber I know. Because Colors was the reprieve from the serious stories for a bit. But then they were like, no, Pontac and Graph. And let me just tell you something, Pontac. Let me tell you something, Mr. Ken Pontac. I personally don't think you're a good person to really be doing Sonic's character, and I'm kind of glad that you're doing something else. Because I don't think you really knew what Sonic was, and you just kind of went with it. I mean, that works for Clay Fighters. That works for the good old Clay Fighters, but that does not work for Sonic. Sonic being self-referential has really hurt the brand. So, yeah, you may think I'm talking in Mommy's basement, but I'm in my room, actually. So, yeah. Personally, and everybody's still mad at Pontac, but I'm like, I don't give a shit what this writer thinks about all of us. Like, seriously, anybody that get mad about Basement Dweller comments, seriously, remember, these motherfuckers are old. That's the only sensible fucking argument they can come up with. Remember that. But I really feel like Kim Pontac, like in all seriousness, my ripping on him my ripping on him aside, I just felt like he was never really a good fit. The Heavy Tree Friend writers were never a good fit. The Heavy Tree Friends and Clay Fighter writer was never really a good fit for Sonic. Sonic is not a character that's like Deadpool that can just spit out like a bunch of self-referential humor and be self-deprecating, because that's not Sonic. Anybody that says, "Oh, Sonic's coolness is lame and part of the '90s," motherfucker, you probably weren't even there for the '90s, and you probably don't know why Sonic's coolness kind of should have stayed in, because Sonic could be the reinvention of, what is cool. He's supposed to be a rival to Mario, so he's supposed to be like the exact opposite to Mario in a way. But, I think people forget that. But, it is what it is. What else? I hate people like Richard Kuda and some Sun Alley fans who act like Sally's the end all be all, and they never want to try nothing new because they want to stay in their little comfort zone. I hate Richard Kuda because literally this man never does nothing but constantly whine and complain that Sally is not going to be in anything. See, my friend Alex and I, we made peace with that. Freaking, from what I heard from people that are, from what I heard about Richard Kuda, he was trying to make another movement called Sally for Life. And I'm just sitting here going, dude, it's over. Stop chasing that. I'm like, stop chasing that dragon. It's fucking dead and buried. Stop chasing that goddamn dragon. You gotta see, you're not seeing the forest through the trees. I'm just like, at this point, I don't care, because most of the stuff we do, most of that good shit that we like isn't fan content. With people that know what they're doing. And you know what? I say that's better than nothing. Because no one can say shit about any of us making a Freedom Fighters comic or a Sally comic or any of that shit. They can say, "Oh, this is cringe." But when they say that, I just go like, yeah, you have nothing going on in your life and you want to take it out on people that are doing something and being productive because you can't be productive. Period, point blank. That's all you do. See, because here's what I say about cringe. People who literally say cringe are people that are scared to even put their own selves out there. They're too afraid to do it themselves, and when they see you or me or anybody else do it, they're like, "That's cringe, bro." Because they don't got the balls to do it themselves. They don't got the balls to like push outwards and do their own thing. Because when people say it's cringe, some people mean that it's bad, but in my experience, it's always people that have secondhand embarrassment because other people are putting themselves out there and they're just like, why can't I do that? And it's not just me blowing smoke of everybody's ass in my own. That is, in my experience, that's pretty much what it's all about. And again, like I said, certain fan projects and even the Scourge comic probably would have been good or bad. But I feel like we should wait, like, when anything comes out, whether it's a game, a movie, or anything, let's not judge the thing until it comes out, until it's in our hands. We're watching it for ourselves, we're playing it for ourselves, we're reading it for ourselves. Because that's how people should be passing judgment. Instead of just judging something until it comes out and be like, well, that's a shitty way of like judging something, someone will say. But I'm like, no, that's the way I fucking do it. Okay? Like, that's the whole thing about the Scourge shit with me. I judge things after I'm done reading it, and I take a day or two to just really think about it, coordinate my thoughts, and make a review. That is what I do. Instead of just, being like, no, I'm just gonna judge it now. I'm gonna judge the freaking writer and everybody else and all their shit and what they did in the past because, like, people can't change. I'm just saying, I'm still just kind of on this Twitter dudes. I'm just like, at the end of the day, y'all don't understand nothing because y'all never done anything. And I'm not saying my videos are high art, but there is a method to what I do. There's a method to a lot of things that I do. And a lot of you act like and those people, and last week, this week, those people thought they knew anything or everything about me just because I praised that Scourge book. When in truth, they don't know a goddamn thing about me or anything. They just act like they knew. Because you can't support Pinterest, that's wrong. Oh, this is sweet. Look. Guys, look, I got the menu all the way out the window. Yeah. Yeah. This is weird. Some people go like, yeah, Bugsy. Some people go like, yeah, Bugsy, I, just because you talked about something that I don't like, that makes you, like, I know everything about you. But you don't, because just because someone makes an opinion, that doesn't mean you actually know that person. You just get, an opinion is just a peek in someone's mind. Not the full picture, just a peek. It's like everybody who ever has a Sonic opinion that they don't like, everybody just jumps on them. Like, how dare you talk about the adventure games and say that they're not good? How dare you talk about the classic games and tell them they're not good? And how dare you talk about Sonic's green eyes because it's really not a big deal, and I get so fucking mad whenever I see Richard Goode's old video about it because it just proves to me that dude was literally serious, and all his actions basically prove he acts like a weird motherfucker. Anyway, but, and I'm just kind of. And really, I could talk about every other thing I don't like about the Sonic fandom. And I can tell you how much I don't like DJ Sonic Freak when he was bitching and moaning about the comics. And he made a new account, so that video doesn't exist. The only real evidence that video exists is my video. Because to me, not everything the Sonic fans make are garbage. Like Robo Blast. Sonic Time Twisted. Eggman hates furries. Fucking Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is the reason that a lot of fan creators want to work with Sega. People seriously act like having an opinion on anything in the Sonic fandom is just like, hey, I'm gonna fucking destroy you, discredit you, and violate everything you stand for, because I don't like that you said something about Sonic I didn't like. That ranges from anything in this fandom. You don't like Sonic's voice actor? You don't like Roger Craig Smith? Roger Craig Smith is coming coming and actually going after you because you dare talk about Sonic R. You dare talk about Sonic and Tails R. And then we got the crazy people of our fandom. We got the Paul and Amy's, the Christians, we got the Paul and Amy's, the Christians, the True Love Hearts. These crazy ass motherfuckers who make our fandom. Those are the first people that they see and be like, "Hey, aren't these guys exactly like such and such?" For me back in the day, if you made an OC, they'd be like, "Hey, wait a minute, aren't those guys exactly like freaking Christian and Sonic? We can never escape this fucking parallel." And if you love Saniam, you were basically compared to Richard Kuda and Christian at the same time. My God. It was some stuff back in the day. And if you were a Son Ellie fan in the early 2000s, forget about it. You got a bunch of ravenous Son Amy fangirls just breathing at you real hard going, Sonic and Amy belong together. And, and these, you're a teenager, they're a teenager, y'all don't know, they don't know nothing about chemistry. You don't either. And then, when you get a little older and you have somebody, you're like, I get it. But I don't get why y'all still want Amy and Sonic. And then that shit clicks in your head. You're like, yeah, Amy and Sonic don't work because literally one loves the idea of being with Sonic more than actually understanding Sonic. Yeah, think about it. Amy likes the idea of being with Sonic rather than just actually being with him. And Sonic can tell that shit. But everybody's like, no. And that's the truth of some Sonic and Amy fans. That's the truth with them too. They like the idea of Sonic and Amy being together, but not really anything beyond that. See, and then they look at Sally right here, right? They look at Sally and they go, that bitch, she got close to Sonic. I should feel mad for Amy because I should feel that way. And then they're just getting so fucking mad about it, and it's so stupid. Because, people were fighting over pairing. And, like I said in my Son Amy video, you guys won. You have Amy and everything. We have Sally and nothing, and you still hate Sally when you don't even see her. The moment you see fan art, you're like, Like, seriously, can I just say this? For all you Son Amy fans out there, y'all need help. Y'all need help in Prozac. Something to calm you down. Then we used to have the trolls that just kind of, oh yeah, we're gonna troll the fandom because that's what we do. We got no lives. No one really has told us anything positive about our lives, so we're gonna just go mess up other people's days because that's the only way we know how to really care about anything. Yay! And I'm just like, could you idiots not? You like Sonic, so that makes you autistic. And I'm like, your mom and dad, it proves that your mom and dad should have probably, got a vasectomy. Someone should have got the tubes tied. Because honestly, you're the proof you're literally the proof that your mom should have swallowed. You're the proof in the pudding. But I'm not going, and that goes for any of those freaking Sonic trolls that would just want to troll the fan base because they're bored or whatever. And, a big, to Ian Flynn. Though I don't condone everybody going after Ian and his wife. Because we may not like the guy. He don't deserve being trolled. Trust me, he's done a lot of shit. And literally, I don't like him as a writer. I think as a person, he's got something that needs to be desired. But he shouldn't get trolled on because, you know, because, because of what because of what he said. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we should just treat both Kim Peters and Ian Flynn with respect. Call them out on their bullshit when they do bullshit and be done with it. That is what we should be doing rather than constantly fucking having like a faction of Ian Flynn fans and Kim Pender fans. Because this whole fighting thing with Kim Penders and Ian Flynn, which is better, who's better at writing Sonic and shit. Let's take a pin in that and stop fucking fighting with them. And it's one of the reasons I want to leave this fandom because, like, legit, the Sonic fandom has proven to me for once and for all that there's no real reason to be here anymore. I mean, not on YouTube, but just not be a part of the fandom. I have a little story. I used to be on the Sonic Stadium. Back when the Sonic Stadium was like this big thing and I was on it. I tried to get people excited for Sonic Freedom Fighters, which was going to be my little stadium reboot. This person said this is not a place for you to recruit people. I was like, okay. But then he showed me his freaking signature at the bottom. He's like, if you need help with your fan project, look at my signature at the bottom. And it was just basically telling me to not alive myself because I like Sonic stuff. And I still think about that moment and how it made me feel and how much I wanted to say this month. And how much I wanted to say, how about this, you Sonic Stadium motherfucker? How about people like you should never be fucking moderators because literally you take that power to your head. It's the only achievement you're ever going to have in life because it's the only thing that makes you feel like you actually have control in your little life. How about that? I wish I could have said that. I didn't. And this is just me saying it after the fact, but I wish I said that. I was kind of shocked at first when that happened. I was like, I tell that story to everybody, like if you want to do a Sonic thing, any Sonic thing, find different parts of the forum or communities that will actually accept what you're doing. It takes a while, but it happens. Like Fuse. Back when I was saying I was gonna do Sonic Freedom Fighters, I was welcomed with open arms, man. I was welcomed with goddamn open arms. Because it made me feel like I was a part of something. And after a while, I tried to find people who would help me with the task of writing. Because I just felt like I couldn't do it all by myself. Never really came to pass because no one really wanted to help. And every time I tried to ask for help, I'd always get a maybe or I'll help you. And then I give them my freaking email and then I never hear from them again. And I just said since all these Archie projects are out, I don't even need to really do anything. I don't really even need to do anything anymore. It sucks, but honestly, there's no point in me trying to do Sonic Freedom Fighters when we got like Archie Sonic Online, Sonic the Continuation, which is Fleetway, Sonic Untold, Sonic 7am Season 3. I don't think there's anything unique I can actually tell. So, it's been shelved for further notice. I don't know if I'll ever really go to it again. To be quite honest with you. And I'd rather try to bolster. I'd rather try to bolster people who are in this fandom who are actually trying to do their best when they're making music or a game. Because that's the kind of stuff I do. You know? And I'm still, even while I'm recording this, I still don't know if I really want to lead the fandom. But I'm gonna try and stay away from the community a little bit more. Kind of distance myself. If something Sonic related happens and I say my piece on it and I get jumped on Twitter, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let these idiots say what they want to say, get their little giggles and yucks out, and be done. You know, because because the one thing is that those people saw me really kind of vulnerable, and I don't try. The thing is, I don't try to show too much vulnerability nowadays. Even though, 2 years ago something happened that really did change me, and it's been hard to shake ever since. And I try not to show too much vulnerability because I know if you do, they eat. People eat you alive because they have something over you. And that's what I did. I broke one of my rules. I showed because I was excited for Scourge and I wanted to be happy over something that still kind of bugs me because I want to feel like a little bit of positivity, and people took it away. So at the end of the day, I just showed the fact that I was vulnerable to a bunch of strangers who used that to their advantage. Still kicking myself about that, actually. I let myself get angry over an obvious fucking troll that probably has never done anything in their lives. And I just hate myself for it. Kinda. Either way, I'm still debating whether I should lead the Sonic fandom or just not be a part of the community anymore. Oh, I'll still make Sonic content, but I'll do it when I feel like it. Not when a bunch of people say, like, we need Sonic content in our lives. I'll do it when I feel like. And I'll stay out of the Sonic community because really, nothing but a bunch of people who don't know what they want, who constantly give Sega mixed signals, who don't really want to grow or change. And the people who do, want to see who want to see the franchise, progress, is only a handful of us because the idiots scream louder than we do. And then, like, when people do see it, they're like, oh my god, man, you're crazy. We want the usual. And then we're gonna bitch about it later. Yeah, later. Either way, I'm Bugsy. I'm Bugsy No Name. Thank you for your time. I don't think I'm gonna leave. Again, I don't know. I might leave the fandom. I might not. I don't know. I just feel like at this point, some distance would do me some good. Still keeping the Sonic poster though, because that still is some good shit. I think I might change it out for another adventure poster, actually. Like, I like this one because I know this came from a magazine. But I'll see you guys later. Peace. And remember, The Sonic fandom is not really a big cesspool, but there will always be things I hate about it. Because I've seen fans do some good shit, I've seen fans do some bad shit. And yes, that gives me reason to leave, but then I think all the good shit that's come about because Sonic fans want to do things, make things, create things. And it just makes me want to stay. But at the end of the day, I think I'm just gonna distance. That's all I'm gonna do. And probably phase out of the Sonic fandom completely. Only being there whenever there's something interesting to talk about. That's what I'll do. Peace.